8th grade, I would laugh if somebody told me that, yo, 6 years from now, you're going to be playing at Syracuse, for a Hall of Fame coach. I would laugh at him. I wasn't ranked in the city, let alone the state. I grew up an Ohio State fan my whole life. After Ohio State offered me, I thought it was pretty much done. Like, yo, I want to be here. I want to be home. I love the tradition, the alumni that come through Ohio State, but a guy named Jerry McNamara, who is a legend here in Syracuse and, a legend in college basketball, came to my doorstep in Columbus, Ohio, and single-handedly recruited me out of the state. My goals as a basketball player after college, I would say, is to just play as long as I can. If that means the NBA, if that means overseas, if that means, the G League, whatever the Lord blesses me with and whatever path I'm, set to be on. And also knowing the importance that the ball is eventually going to stop. I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you're LeBron James. The ball is eventually going to stop for him, and he has to do something with the rest of his life. I started playing the violin at about the age of 6. The why is definitely my parents, actually. They wanted me to be a cultured black man, and growing up, not being stereotyped into one category. That a lot of black kids are. It's a way to separate yourself, even if you're not an African American. So, my mom and dad got together with some close friends, and me and some other friends that I had in my little play group. We all ended up picking up the violin. So at that age, you really don't know much about instruments and sound and, the importance of it. And, started there for me. And from there on out, it was just, every single year getting better and better. This shit is too much fun. Honestly, the violin, the preparation I have with that prepares me to be a maniac on the floor. Getting the mental state right. When I was in high school, I used to play the violin before every game. Obviously, if you look at me, I'm 6'8" and I'm African American. That right there puts you in a different category than other people that play violin. Growing up, when kids found out that I played violin, it was almost like, what? Like, Matt plays violin? They're like, there's no way. He's a basketball player. He's 6'8". He's black. There's no way he plays violin. He's male. Before my senior year, I ended up going to New York. Bleacher Report, the headquarters of Bleacher Report, actually invited me to go to New York City, and they shot an interview there and like a video. And once the video came out, it went viral. So when that video came out, a lot of people figured out I played violin. And there was actually one game. I think it was senior night actually. The kid was guarding me. I actually was not having one of the best games. Senior night, my parents were there. Wasn't having the best games, and the kid was like, "Yo, like you're a faggot, bro. You play violin." I'm currently in Newhouse, broadcast digital journalism right now. So, the ideal goal would be, like I said, to play as long as possible. And the absolute dream of mine would to play as long as possible and come back to my alma mater, like Syracuse, and be able to commentate the Syracuse-Duke game when a few short years, prior, I played in it. I'm actually going to minor in sport analytics, so either way, I want to stay involved with basketball. That would be a dream of mine to play and to stay involved in the game until I'm done. I feel like playing the violin for me just puts me into a different mindset and helps me get through my long week and the stress of practice and the stress of performing. And violin is always something for me to resort back to calm myself and calm my mind.